paint a picture. Well, since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie. Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Oh, yeah. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. I see you, Dawn. Slick J. Adams. Good morning. Come on. Come on. You're listening to the book of Dawn. Good morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn. This morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn. Good morning. You're listening to the book of Dawn. Are you ready for the truth? And nothing but the truth, so help you, Dawn. She's bringing it to you every weekday at 9 in the morning. So if you wanna hear the real, this is what you gotta do. Just log online and listen to Dawn speak her mind. To the book of Dawn. In the morning, you're listening to the book of Dawn. This morning, you're listening to the book of Dawn. This morning, you're listening to the book of Dawn.
You're now tuned in to Dawn. Oh, sexy Dawn. What's in it for the light-skinned black people media? Good morning, good morning, good morning, sunshines. Good morning, nephew. Good morning, Maze. Good morning, nephew Ron.
Good morning, TT.
Good morning, Mary Q.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. It's a what? It's
Dawn.
Dawn. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning, sunshines. The same
It
OG,
is.
but a new page in chapter 55 of the Book of Dawn. Thank you for tuning in weekdays, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. To support the What's in It for the Black People media movement and broadcast studios, right?
I like that media movement.
Yeah.
Something about that is really strong.
Okay.
Because we in different times.
Yeah, we are in
Places,
different times.
things, people.
In my ludicrous voice, move.
Move.
Get out the way. You
Yes,
dig?
yes.
Thank you. We appreciate you, though, letting us in your hearts, your homes, on your cell phones, wherever you're watching. Oh, my hands are ashy. I need some lotion before I clap my hands in the air today. Again, thank you. We appreciate you for that. It's Behind the Brown Door Tuesday. Y'all know what it is. MV will forever live until we put another brown door up somewhere. I had a dream about the look of the new MV. I have to share that with you.
New look, huh?
Yeah, I have to share that with y'all offline because, there's some people listening that aren't really listening. They just lurking. Same letter that starts the word, but not the same concept. Behind the Brown Door Tuesday, it's May 11, 2021 already. Today is National Eat What You Want Day. So, Mary, you could have had that Starbucks because it's National Eat What You Want Day.
Wasn't it like a no diet day?
That was last week, child.
It's an agenda.
Okay.
I'm over it.
Black coffee's good for you, though.
Yeah.
I tried that once. I think the closest I'm gonna get to black coffee is this cold brew because it's coffee, but I do put a little sweet cream foam on the top, so I've lessened my calorie count tremendously.
Okay.
And it's better than espresso straight.
So did you start yesterday? That was your plan.
No.
And you're not starting today.
I did stretch today.
Okay.
I did, and Jesus, I needed stuff that I could do easily was not so easy this morning. So I gotta get my shit together.
Okay.
Yeah, it's National Eat What You Want Day. Who cares? Eat what you want. All the calories in the world. I bought a banana in here. I wonder what I did with it. It's also National Third Shift Day. Baby, I hated the third shift.
I hated third shift too.
I loved
I hated
it.
third shift.
Loved it. You didn't have anybody to answer to. You can read your book. You can write your book.
Shoot, where you work at?
At the time, I was at the gym. I got a workout in. I had a good time.
Baby, I had 2 jobs where I worked the third shift. Ooh,
Had a
I would
great
not go
time.
back. I wouldn't. I ain't gonna do it for the vine. I ain't gonna do
I
it.
work security third shift. I could not stay up.
Yeah, I love the third shift.
Well, God bless you. It's your day. Because here's the thing. I worked the third shift at the Hilton, 720 South Michigan. I was in room service.
Okay.
I just thought for sure it was the best thing for me because I was a mom and I had class. And so I was like, this will be a great concentrated time for me to do homework because nobody's ordering room service in the middle of the night.
Exactly.
The problem was when I'm up, I'm up. Like, not like Cardi, but when I'm up, I'm up. And so when you get off at daybreak and then you got to get the baby to school, when the hell do you sleep?
So did you have a routine for sleep? When
I
you
sleep at
finally
nighttime.
slept?
I can't sleep in the daytime.
Did you have a routine, Ron?
Yeah, I tried. But like she said, like Dawn said, it's hard to sleep in the daytime, especially when there's other stuff to be getting done.
Yeah.
You do kind of turn into a vampire.
Yeah.
Because I had to close the blinds, make sure curtains were closed.
Yeah, you
It was
need
a
the
whole
blackout
deal.
joints.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that wasn't a luxury for me at that time.
Gotcha.
And then I worked the third shift because I didn't have a choice when I started the airline. I started the airline in the reservations office. And you basically got what you got because it's all based on bidding and seniority for the shifts. That was the creeps come out at night.
They do.
Calling the airline if you don't. Okay, I'm going to date myself. But this is when you couldn't go on the internet and say, I'm going from here to here. What's the fare? This is you call me and I have to create a fare. And then I have to pass it off to the rate desk so that they can put the taxes in the fee. Why are you awake, ma'am? Sir, ma'am, sir, can you call back on that?
When I was working at the airport, I had between second and first. Between third and first shift.
Well, because they have 6.
Yeah, I started at 4 or 5 and got off at 12.
Yeah, that sucks. You could hit the end of the party, but you still can't sleep.
You still can't really sleep because you're getting off in not close to afternoon. That's afternoon. It's 1 o'clock.
When I left the res office, I left working. I ended up getting the 9 to 6 whatever shift. But when I went to the airport, I got the best shift ever, the 5 a.m. joint. Hey,
5 a.m.
Let me
is
get my
nice.
sleep. Let me get off at 1. I
5
got
a.m.
my
is nice.
date, and I can still go to bed. That was a good shift.
So I definitely worked at the gym. And you're right, the creeps come out at night. But you
It's-
know who else come out at night? All of the competitors. Everybody that's ripped, chiseled, look like they walking out on a magazine. They come out at 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. That's when they get their workout in. It's
In the
serious.
morning.
It's so serious.
2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock. I'm not doing nothing but watching TV.
All the chisel dizzle in the world.
Yeah, not doing it. Your hair looks pretty today.
Thank you. Morris Chestnut one time was out.
He's a good brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like know him, but I have booked him for a lot of our charitable basketball games before,
Nice.
and he's a good basketball player.
And he works out that
Yeah.
third shift.
He don't look so chiselly. Is he chiselly?
And then he was preparing for a role.
Oh, gotcha. Speaking of that, off subject, it's also foam rolling day. So I'm going to use that when I get home because my neck hurts. You know, the foam roller that you roll on?
Who's making this up? Like foam rolling day?
It is foam rolling day. So use your foam roller. But before I digress and tell you
What's the
some,
foam roller?
you know, the thing that Ryan tells us to use, you put it behind your back on the floor. It's a big old piece of brown foam. There's different sizes. And you roll on it.
Yeah, those things look like they hurt. I don't even look.
It does look like it hurts, but I'm going to use it.
They're very hard.
They're hard. You mean hard to use?
Well, no, you rolled on one of them. They're super stiff.
Yeah, but they're good for you.
They are.
Yeah, and if you're in physical therapy for anything, they'll tell you to get a foam roller. And my neck hurts. I slept wrong, so I probably need a little foam roller in my life. Do you have weather for us?
I do have weather for you guys. Sunshine, 48 degrees today. The high is 50. So we have sun pretty much all the way through the weekend. I went out to the lakefront today and the sun was shining super, super pretty over the water. You can hear the crashing of the waves. You can hear the birds chirping. It's a great day to get out, you guys. Be sure to enjoy some nature.
Did you hear the part?
What part?
She was at the lake already today.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah,
It's a dawn.
I seen her
IG.
IG.
It's a dawn. Good morning.
I'm
I
glad
thought you
that
knew.
it's going to be, would you say 58?
Yeah, so 50 is the high. Right now it's
Okay.
48. It may get higher. It seems like
I had my head down because I put on a turtleneck because I'm tired of being chilly. Wishfully thinking I was putting on short sleeves and was out here catching little colds in my elbows.
I think it's gonna break this week though.
I actually looked at it. It said it
It's
would
like
be in the 60s.
Yeah, after today, it's supposed to be like 60s, mid 60s all week.
Yeah, 60s, and then we get the rain on the weekend. So
Ooh.
you just
More
gotta
rain.
enjoy each moment every day.
More rain. Hold on. Let me listen to this real quick. Hold on.
Abstemious.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure I had my pronunciation game together.
Abstemious.
Abstemious. That's the word of the day. Do you know what it? Let me tell you where it's from and how it's spelled. Abstemious is a word from 17th century Latin. It's an adjective. It's spelled Abstemious. Abstemious. It means not self-indulgent, especially when eating or drinking.
Mm-hmm.
I could use more. I could have used this
Not
word.
you said not self-indulging?
Yeah, like
Abstain.
Like-
or
like-
Where's the fun in
self-control.
that? Where's the fun?
well,
in
I probably
fun?
could have used that over the weekend. Just saying.
Abstemious.
Yeah, because I overindulged, I'm sure, in the bubble
I
game.
got you
So
for
how
a
would
couple
you
of
use it?
weekends.
So how would you use it? I could have been more abstemious over
I would
the weekend.
say, I'm gonna take the eating and drinking part. I'm gonna take myself out of this equation, and I'm gonna say, Ruthie Moore
Yes.
is very abstemious. She doesn't seem like she's very like self-indulgent. She's very a service-oriented person.
Yes.
It really doesn't always seem to be about her.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Ruthie Moore.
Yeah. I
Rep
think-
your squad, Abstemious.
Yeah. She's
For the Abstemious.
she's about the people for the people.
Candace said we only had one bottle of kettle. We were being very abstemious.
That's because we had a bunch of champagne. I made them drink champagne with me all weekend. They probably won't drink champagne for a long time. I think Friday alone, I did 4 bottles of Krug. I mean, not by myself.
I mean, but good for you.
People there.
There's a time and a place.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, Candace Mack is getting ready to go to Mexico. She leaving us, y'all. Wonder if you can get Candace, you still have to watch us, and you have to have a watch party for us while you're there. How about that part? Well, and check in from all the fancy places. I have birthdays for you. Also, let me say this before I say the birthdays. Prayers and condolences to my sister friend Alicia Dorson. Her mom went to heaven last week, and so she has spent her Mother's Day with the loss of her mother very soon before Mother's Day, and is planning her homegoing services. Oops, sorry, y'all. Sorry. Hello?
Yeah, right.
Is that somebody behind the brown door?
Hello.
Okay. That might have been that call. But yes, so Alicia, we are praying with you and for you, that God comfort you and keep you in his loving arms, and give you his peace. And then we will celebrate the life of a real OG out here in these streets, of Sister Torian, Dr. Carol Adams, happy birthday. Natalie Bowe, happy birthday. Michael Braswell, Georgia's finest, happy birthday. And Scott has happy birthday from the Book of Dawn. If we didn't say your name, you didn't email us. bookofdawn@gmail. I did it.
They could DM you too.
They could DM me.
Your IG is right there on the screen.
See app, you can DM. You know it goes down in the DM or with the DM, depends on who you are. I got that, I know what the DM is.
Did you see the thing about last week? T-Pain was ignoring all his DMs because he didn't know that you have to accept a request, and he had like requests from DMs from like thousands of celebrities that he had never worked with.
Because he
over
did.
the
You have to,
years.
because if they're not followers of yours.
There's a private thing. He like all these people over these years have been DMing
and
trying
they
to work
sit
with
in
me.
and they sit in
Yeah.
there. They don't disappear.
Years of like artists from all the way from Seal trying to work with
No
me.
way.
I had no idea.
That is crazy. Well, I guess he got himself together
Yep.
real quick. Speaking of music, Black History today, I was trying to determine a little bit more. Not that we don't all know the depth of history in Chicago as it relates to music, but I found an interesting article that put Black music history in 4 eras. It stopped at 1990. And so I wanted to say the eras and the years, the eras and the years, and then put the question on the table to you, and to the viewers. What would you take after that? So this 1955 to 1966, they say it's the birth of Chicago soul. 55 to 66. 67 to 76, they said the era is Chicago's soulful evolution. 77 to 84, it said it was the dawn. I didn't write that, but I like it. The dawn of disco and funk. That was
what was that time frame?
77 to 1984. Disco and funk. And then 85 to 90, they call it where house was built. I would
Does it stop at 90 though?
I'm not sure, and that's why because I couldn't
I think it should be like 85 to like 95.
You think that for house? I think house I would put like 80.
Yeah, we're missing hip hop.
Because I was in high school in 1980, and house and was a thing. Like that was when Jesse Saunders, that first album came out in like 83, 84. So I can't say that it was 85. But what I thought was interesting was what comes after. So even if we concurred with these 4 eras, the next one would have to be like
Hip hop.
91 to what? Because we're already in 2021. So we got a lot of ground to make up. 91 to 2000. And you would say, is that hip hop?
I think hip hop is next.
For Chicagoans. Because
Right,
we would
for
have
Chicagoans.
to. Yeah. So
I would say like gangster rap.
or because 91, when did Kanye and when did they all start?
They started 2000. Kanye started 2000.
What about Crucial? What about Crucial Conflict?
Crucial. They was like
Wow.
mid 90s.
Mid 90s.
Yeah.
So would this be do we rap hip hop at all?
Yeah, but
Rap.
it was like
Rap is different from-
gangster hip hop. Like gangster rap.
Would you say that rap is different from hip hop?
It used to be.
I would say
so
rap.
it used
was
to
like
be.
rap. It was like
Rap and R&B.
Yeah.
rap and R&B.
Maybe we go from 91 to 96 and call that R&B. You know what I'm saying?
To 96, yes.
Yeah. Because that was
You had all
R.
of your girl
Kelly's.
groups, R. Kelly's,
I mean, we had a lot
your
of
guy groups. We had a lot of
Slick.
groups.
We had what was Slick's group's name? Slick's groups. What was a public announcement? So I would say that would be Chicago R&B. Okay, so that's okay.
You're like a teacher right now.
Right. So, because they need to update this article and add the last 20 plus years. So then we would have 97 to what? Like 2001, 2-ish?
2002.
And that would then be probably
Or
your rap or
2006.
2006. That's your rap, gangster rap, right? Sort of, because Crucial Conflict.
Yeah.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
No, but they're Cleveland.
we talking Chicago.
Oh, okay,
though.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Chicago.
So that was like what 95, 96?
97 we have it at.
97. That was like Do or Die.
Yeah.
Twister.
Yeah. That part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though some of these crossover. So we'll call this Chicago rap. This will be rap.
because it was not. It was like Chicago. It was like they were singing still. They were singing, but it was singing rap. Like do or die, Crucial Conflict.
Yeah.
They had Smoking On. Hey.
True.
It was melodic. Chicago was melodic at that time.
True. I guess what's interesting as we try to
That was
flesh
that was
this
like
out.
the same. That was what brought Kanye in with the slow jams on some Marvin.
And so then where do we put Kanye in?
Kanye comes in like right after that. He's like the end of that. He starts like soul. Chicago had soul after that. That's when Kanye Common was back on top. So that was like Chicago.
So where is hip hop? Because we haven't.
I don't
Okay,
know
so
if
that's considered hip hop. So
Okay.
that's the difference between rap and hip hop. So hip hop is like
it has more
it's
soul.
like rap with soul into it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's like it's like the rap era, then the hip hop era.
But it's all seems smushed together because I feel like
Well, it's we go into a blur a little bit with the music.
yeah, because I'm thinking
It gets a little
I'm thinking when Common started when?
Common
Didn't he start?
like 2001.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he went on his run.
2001. Wow.
That's when. Well, he started before that, but that's when he took off.
Okay.
Like
What
when-
year is we're in 21?
Yeah, that's why I said we have a lot of ground to make
We're
up
so futuristic.
here. Yeah, literally. Okay, so
So
2007.
2 is there no difference between rap and hip hop.
It surely is. It surely is. Let me say
He
it
said
was.
He said
Let
it's
me
like
say it
using
was.
the N word with ER and then A.
But
But that's the
Tucson,
difference.
But Tucson, would you then agree with me that there was once a difference in rap and hip hop? I feel
I would
like
say yes.
yeah, because I feel like unless you want to break down the categories of rap, like because then you know what I'm saying, then you would have to say gangster rap versus whatever rap. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's not a gangster rapper.
This is true.
So it's like saying that's like
you
a
have
forcing
conscious-
neo
conscious-
soul into R&B. That's its own thing.
Yep.
Even though in my mind it all could technically be in the same, but it is its own thing.
It is.
And so maybe it started different and it blended rap and hip hop.
Well, you got to have your transitional period. Someone has to come out like a Lauryn Hill and make a definite change.
I mean, because
in the
there's some
music.
even from
But see,
use
that's
use
what
other
makes it
cities.
hard. We only talking about Chicago,
Right. So,
It's
but we
crazy.
can use other cities as kind of a template because other cities we can identify true hip hop and true rap. You know what I mean? Like who's a true hip hop group? BBD.
BBD.
That's a hip hop group, even though they rapped. That was a hip hop group. So they're
BBD.
it's a hip hop group.
What song they rap?
I'm like,
Boy, get your life. Poison. They rapped in
Poison.
all their songs.
That's not that.
it's
They were singers who had a rap verse in their song.
No, that was a hip hop group. See, the hip hop is what blends the R&B with the hop.
Pre Jodeci.
See, but okay,
But
fair.
Is Jodeci R&B or hip hop?
See,
Jodeci is hip hop.
see.
Jodeci
Thank
is
you,
not hip
Mace.
hop. Jodeci is not
He
hip
said
hop.
it's
They
Jodeci
are.
is
He said it's
R&B.
R&B hip hop. I don't know what that
Jodeci
means.
is R&B.
Because y'all need to learn better. That's why this is
Well,
this why this
so,
is
hold
important.
on.
R&B.
Boys, B-boys who can sing.
R&B
Would you
hip
tell
hop.
them?
Dressed, they sang, but they was straight rap. They had the clothes.
Jodeci.
That was just how
Yes.
they dressed,
Jodeci
though.
was
No,
what?
no, they
Jodeci
were
was a
hip hop.
group
They
that
were.
sang.
I'm
Puffy
telling.
literally said, "I want to have rappers."
Well, Puffy was in, like Puffy's all
You're
mixed
talking-
up.
He's
He's all mixed up.
And let's be clear,
there.
BBD was the precursor to Jodeci.
Do I-
BBD was the hip hop, hang off the clothes, and they sang, but they was hip hop.
Absolutely.
Their clothes, their style. You looked at them, their videos. It was no different than a rap video.
And it wasn't
Except
gangster
they sang.
rap.
What was
And
Boys to Men?
That
They
was
are
an R&B
R&B.
group. Period.
R&B. There is a whole genre of hip hop R&B groups.
Thank
Mary
you.
J. Blige is the queen of hip hop soul.
Yes.
Hip hop soul.
That's-
Hip hop soul.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. It's
Same-
like queen of hip hop R&B. It'd be the same goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And Mary J. Blige, hip hop beats.
Y'all,
Hip-hop beats,
I'm feeling
R&B
all.
songs. You pissed
Wait
me
a
off.
minute. What's going on?
We're going to take a break.
We in the streets all of a sudden. We in the streets.
Because he clapped his hands.
Okay, y'all, like, hold on.
But y'all going to learn something today. We'll be right back. It's the
My
Book of Dawn.
WIIFTBPM.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the green side of things. It's your man, Sadiq.
And Cassiopeia.
Motivated by the days of sandwiches of spam. Grilled cheese won't stop me from grilling those who are stealing the peace and safety of the community because they releasing death and destruction on the community. A community where the people look like me and them. A place where mama and them stay. Not too far from where their children stay. You right. I want a peaceful neighborhood, and I'm not moving to the suburbs to have a peaceful neighborhood. Do we really have to take this, acting like we don't recognize this, still cooperate with this? You know what? The hell with this. Grab me behind a mic that's shaped like a middle finger, pointing straight up with my middle finger to any poor politician, dealer, deaf, crooked cop, or lazy parent. It's apparent to create change, you have to have a work ethic that make it seem like you lost your brain, standing out like the Willis Tower. It's a brother that represents dedication, discipline, and dream reaching, accompanied by a voice called power, who rhyming harder than a rebel with the pen. Representing the city of Point Guards is an extra large MC who rhymes always on point, always rhyming with a point behind the flow. One of my students said the rhyme so hard we should stop calling it flow. Let me tell you something else before I go. I was born to stand tall. I was born in Chicago.
That is Brother William Morris. Appreciate you, brother. Much love. Chicago, homegrown. Every Tuesday and Thursday from 1
To 3 p.m. on
What's in it for the Black People Media.
WIIFM.
WIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
You better be careful, baby, be careful. This is a baby making tone. Better be careful what your radio on. This is a baby making tone. Better be careful what your radio on. You let down your hair when you're feeling sexy. You bite on your lip when you're holding your tongue. You uncross your legs, yeah, without even speaking. Your body is screaming. You wanna make love. I can hear your body language. You ain't said I run, but I know what you feel. 'Cause I can hear your body language saying, come on, it's on, it's on. The message is clear. Let me pause, babe. You look so good. To gather my thoughts, make sure I'm hearing you right. Baby, slow my baby. If I am mistaken, 'cause love will be making. I can see it in your eyes.
Welcome back. You tuned in to the Book of Dawn, broadcasting live weekdays, 9 a.m. from the What's in It for the Black People Media Studios. You guys remember when my phone rang and I said that was somebody calling from behind the brown door? Well, boom, there it is. Whoop, there it is in my hip hop voice. Whoop, there it is. Y'all remember that? Sean, put that in your brain because I'm having a conversation with the peoples, and the peoples don't understand. We're trying to make the definition to them of hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
And I'm having trouble, so I'm glad you came in to back me up.
That's good. That's
Welcome
good.
back to the Book of Dawn, Sean.
Thank you so much for having me.
When we interviewed you the first time, I had no clue what the heck I was doing. Okay, I still don't halfway know, but I wanted to make certain that the people that didn't get an opportunity to see or hear you the first time saw you again. And oh boy, so much has happened in the middle. For in your career, and in your journey. I know you just finished a concert in downstate Illinois.
Yeah, I mean, actually, it was weird because I had one right before I had a show that morning. It was for opening for the Impact Center. So, a big opening. It was a nice, beautiful thing for the youth and for the less fortunate. And then right after that, we went from there straight to Peoria. Both of the
So
shows
Impact is here. Was that in the city?
It was like on 74th and maybe in like King Drive. He just did a grand opening. So
okay, all right.
Chris, shout out if you're watching, man. Shout out to you, brother.
And if you're not watching, shame on you. No,
I'm sure. He said he's gonna watch. So.
He better.
Yeah.
So you left there and went straight downstate, and that was for a Mother's Day show, right?
Yeah.
How did that show work?
It went great. Everybody performed well. Actually, we're going to do it again. I ain't going to say too much, but we got some more stuff going on out there because, the energy was so good out there. They wanted us to come back, so it's going to be dope.
What I think is dope and worth and notable is that it was all Chicago artists.
That's right.
So you were with Slick, Ben One, and I'm not
Fabian
familiar.
Soul. Yeah.
Fabian Soul.
Not only was he was part of the act, he also was the promoter of it. So, big ups on me wearing two hats for that event. So
Good. Did you get a good turnout?
It was everything. Yeah, it went
Good.
as long as planned. You know what I mean? Can't complain about it at all. So.
Good. Now, Sean, you are, if for those of you that don't know, this is Sean White. His Instagram is on the screen at I am Sean White. You can follow him. We play a lot of his music here. It's one of the favorites in the Book of Dawn playlist. And you know how I feel about the label song. Well, I'm not going to give you a hard time. Because even Joe Boxer is a label, but that's a whole nother conversation.
That's true.
Sean, you were inspired to sing at a very early age. Can you share with our viewers what gave you that inspiration?
You know, watching my dad perform. You know, he had a group in Mississippi. Also, my auntie, she sang with the Shy Lights, back up for Luther. So my family is rich with music. So and plus, I sang to my dad. He was like, "Yo, you got a voice, man. You gotta, continue to do that." So,
And what is I'm going to the genre now. This is when shots fired.
Mm-hmm.
We're having a conversation prior to you coming in about the difference in R&B and hip hop.
It's about to get a little
It's
heated.
about getting, yeah.
It's just the energy may be a little different. Me being an R&B, that's me. That's my life. That's what I live. It's more. I say R&B is more passionate. It's more, bedroom music. You know what I'm saying? We got hip hop. Some hip hop songs are bedroom music, but most R&B songs will put you in that mood, to that mellow, smooth mood. Hip hop being. Go ahead.
No, I think you're actually on to it. I think
Yeah.
you just made them understand what me and Maze were screaming about 30 seconds before you walked in the door.
But
No, he's
y'all-
more
no,
on
'cause
our side.
No, he's not.
Y'all were going off of looks instead of the sound.
No, I
He's more on
wasn't.
our side.
That's what Maze was doing.
No, he wasn't. I think
was
he
saying, like-
used that to validate his point,
He
but
said
that's not what
BBD
he
was
said.
hip hop because of how they dressed.
No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
he explained the whole get up.
They mixed
Guys,
up.
guys, what he said.
BBD mixed it up though. They
Yeah,
had the
that's-
R&B and the hip hop swag.
And that's what he said. He definitely talked about what they wore, but that's not what he
How they
said.
dressed. BBD was part of the lifestyle. They were.
That's what he
Michael
said.
Bivins was way more of a hip hop guy than he was a
Singer.
He didn't sing.
True.
What's his name? Ronnie DeVoe couldn't sing. His whole thing was, I'm BBD, right? Yo, word to the hip hop style. What you saw
I wish
was
y'all
the
could see him.
the convergence of hip hop and R&B, and hip hop becoming more than just music, but a lifestyle.
Absolutely.
So it was the music, it was the imagery, it was all of it. And hip hop has R&B people. Just like it, you can be hip hop and be R&B.
Absolutely.
You can sing R&B,
Young
but
Thug.
still be hip hop, right? You said Young Thug. No, I'm
But he
talking.
not Young Thug, not a
BBD.
singer, though.
Shoot, Jodeci.
Yeah.
Right. Like if Jodeci busted a rap on their album,
That doesn't
right?
make
or
them-
somebody busted a rap. Missy came from Jodeci.
That's
right?
Absolutely.
She wrote the Jodeci music.
Absolutely.
In a lot of cases. So, and even when you look at a person
I mean,
like
give
Genuine.
them the example of Guy and Teddy Riley. They
R&B.
were R&B, but there were raps in their song.
and they were to me, that was the in between moment. Like Guy and the Teddy Riley, what they call it,
You talking about Rex and Effects?
but what was the style they called?
New Jack Swing.
New Jack
New
Swing.
Jack Swing
yeah.
was the merger of hip hop and R&B.
Right.
It's when New Jack Swing is where we had all remember before New Jack Swing, there was one rap record that came out once a month. There was
Yeah.
one album.
Yeah.
Then you started to see people rap in their song, and every song had a rap. Then New Jack Swing started with Teddy, but then it moved to the Rex and Effects and all of that, and it was the convergence of the music. And then you emerge, Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
That's my prerogative.
Yeah.
All of that music where he rapped.
And that's that was
And Bobby Brown was the blending of it was Bobby Brown, then BBD, then after BBD, then you saw the Jodeci's and all of that, but they were all still under Heavy D, Uptown.
Yep.
It was all on a hip hop label. Father MC, Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, that's hip hop.
Right? Don't, y'all, first of all, y'all are in a conversation
always
that
less.
is way over y'all head. Right? And we went from growing up where there was one fucking, like you went to the store and there was one rap album and it could be good or shitty.
Yeah.
But you was buying it because
that's all we could get.
Those are the good old times.
Remember
Sheesh.
when New Edition did
I like New Edition.
what's the one when they rap? If I love the girl, who cares who you like?
Cool It Now.
That, right?
Cool It Now. Yeah.
That was the beginning.
Yeah.
Y'all better learn y'all history. Don't make me get in this shit.
I
Turn them off the mic.
No.
Don't let them talk. Don't let them talk.
Look.
Because they pissing me off.
always
People are saying, like, what the fuck is y'all talking about?
But
Learn something
see,
new every day.
So
Yeah,
what?
for real.
And the reason that was my Black History fact for today. Remember, we started with the eras, and we were trying to fill in the blanks.
Yes, this
so
is
we
so
do a Black
serious.
History fact every day.
Okay.
And because today is about you and music, before you came in, we set the stage by going through the eras of music in Chicago. And so we had the birth of soul, the evolution of soul, the beginning of disco and funk, and it stopped at where house was built. It stopped in 1990 where house was built. And so we were trying to define from 1990 until present day.
Okay.
And we got to the part of R&B and rap or hip hop and rap. And somebody said it was all the same. And I said it is absolutely not.
It's two different energies.
So
I mean, if you look at it now with the auto tune that's going on, I guess you got a lot of rappers that's singing because of the help of the auto tune. But before the auto tune, it was strict. It was rappers that rap. Either they could rap and sing, or they just stuck to rapping, and then you had the singers that could sing. That auto tune switched it up. I mean. Like he said, what's his name? Young Thug. Young Thug can't sing for real.
Yeah.
But when you put that auto tune, he did that song with Chris Brown, right? Come on, he can't sing for real, but you hear him trying to hold a note. But I'm not knocking his hustle, but it's not. That's not singing.
Let me ask you this. We brought up Chris Brown, right? Is Chris Brown hip hop or R&B to you?
He started off as R&B. Now he's a mixture of both. But he can actually rap too. So it's a difference. I mean, he can do both. But when I think of Chris Brown, the first thing I think is R&B.
Because of how he started.
Yeah.
I think that's where the distinction happens, right? Because a lot of them didn't branch out into the singing and or the rapping and combine it until they felt comfortable and probably had created such a following that people would purchase it whether it was trash or not.
Right.
You know what I mean? Does Chris Brown, because he's more current, do you see the distinction that I'm going for?
If R&B was hot right now, Chris Brown would be doing strictly R&B. Chris Brown is doing hip hop because hip hop is hot. It's more hotter than R&B right now. That's what it is. And he's one of the few artists that can actually pull it off and get away with it.
What?
Go. I'm tired. Go ahead. Let me let you talk.
No, she's trying to think of something.
I'm trying to think of
Okay,
the artist.
so while you think of that,
Yes.
let me, Sean, you love R&B.
Love it.
Why? Why is that?
I mean,
Where
it's
does
just
that
something
love
about it.
come
when
from?
I'm creating, it's just a part of me. It's like I can't see myself doing nothing else. So when I listen to a song I listen to songs over and over. If I like a song, I listen to that song 50 times before I say, you know what, it's something about the melody of the R&B. It's something about the wordplay of R&B. It's something about that energy that just has me just addicted to it. Don't get me wrong. It's hip hop that I like too, but hip hop don't do the same thing as what R&B does.
So R&B is, you remember the name?
Yeah. What would you consider Drake and Lil Wayne?
I consider Drake a rapper first,
Yeah.
and he sings secondary.
So what is?
But Drake can actually hold a note, but that's still auto tune.
So what would he be as of right now if you had to put him in?
I would put him in
Hip-hop.
hip hop.
hip hop. And
Yeah.
what about Lil Wayne?
Hip
Lil
hop,
Wayne, it would be rap.
hip hop.
Oh, you see what just happened? You see
Yeah,
what
he
just
crossed
happened?
over.
Rap, hip hop. It's the same,
Yeah.
man. No,
That's this conversation.
Lil Wayne is a rapper because that's how Lil Wayne started.
right.
His
Before
foundation
auto-tune.
is his.
But he switched to hip hop.
Well, he added that to his arsenal because he was able to for many reasons, because he had people who faithfully would buy hot shit if he put it on a thing. But he also then had auto-tune, and he had a village around him that he could take that leap. But he's a rapper. Like his
100%
if I have
rapper.
to choose between the two,
He's
Lil
a
Wayne
rapper.
is a rapper because he's not really singing.
He's not
you
singing
know?
at all. He can't sing at
that
all.
auto, all that stuff, it sounds
But
good.
Drake can actually hold a note, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So,
Drake came out. Drake would be if there's a new category. If we create a new category on the Book of Dawn today, Drake would be whatever the title of the category that Neo Soul has, whatever that title is for rap and hip hop.
well, that would start off. I mean, you got to even go back to T-Pain because he the one that brung it out.
yep,
We got to go back
yep.
even further to T-Pain because when T-Pain got hot for those years,
the king.
Yeah.
he
auto-tune.
he was the man. I mean,
Yeah.
and then
Facts.
people started doing the auto tune because of T-Pain. So if you we got to show some homage to him. 'Cause,
True, but we need to come up with a name for that. So it would be what
T-Pain,
Neo Soul
the
is
T-Pain
to
sound.
R&B. That's the category. That's the genre that we have to create.
Yeah.
Now, Sean, you said to me that you didn't say these words, but this is what I heard, that R&B's like storytelling.
It is. Yeah.
And that is what you love the most. And after you hear a song, how do you come up with your lyrics? I mean, some people are talented when they are on the toilet. Some people are talented in the shower. Where does your inspiration
Most
when
of
you're
the
writing
time,
come
I
from?
listen to a beat. The beat, I don't know. The beat gives me a certain mood. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just like I just did a song called "Kiss the Pain Away." Now, when I listened to that beat, I was like, "Yo," I wasn't even thinking about doing an actual song about a man treating his woman like trash. I mean, but when I heard the beat, I was like, "Yo," then the words just flowed to me. I don't know how it actually happens, but that's how it happens for me. When I hear a beat, the words come naturally to me. You know what I mean?
So
Just like
it's
that.
it's something in the actual music.
Something it's got, yeah, definitely. For me, I don't know how. Some people could probably just write the lyrics down beforehand without hearing it, but it don't work like that for me.
So when you do hear the words,
Mm-hmm.
do you write them or you sing them? Or
I mean,
how do you-
I have a studio in my home, so what I do is I go to my studio, then I do a rough draft. I mean, sometimes a song could take a day, sometimes it takes a week. You know what I mean? But before I put it out to the public, I make sure it's to the best of my ability. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Now, I know you've done collaborations with Slick. I
Yeah.
know that you've done. Did you do something with Ben One or?
No, we actually at the show in Peoria, we was talking about it. We definitely got to get it going though. I'm finishing up the finishing touches with Kiss's remix because that's gonna be a hot joint.
That's the one with Slick, right?
Yeah, it's hot.
Okay.
Woo, Lord have mercy.
He's a Book of Dawn favorite.
Yeah, he the dude. He the dude.
He is really a beast. Did you
Yeah.
hear my intro song?
Uh,
We gonna play it.
Yeah.
When we take our 10 o'clock break, you get to hear.
yeah, I want to hear it. Yeah.
Y'all might want to remix that one while you're in there. I'm just
So
saying.
when are you? I mean, because I watched Book of Dawn all the time, but I never caught the actual intro of the song.
You got to be on time.
Yeah.
You got to be. You got to be on time. We can't play it all.
That's one problem
It's a
with me.
jam though. I'm looking for the extended 33, and I'm probably talking my age for real now because
I sing it throughout the day.
I definitely
it'll pop up in my head.
We need an instrumental and everything. So who would you like to in the industry? What living great would you like to collaborate
It's
with?
one person. I mean, see, but I don't want to say because people. It's only one person, really, just one. I mean, it's only
You
one.
better
that's
tell the
top.
truth. Come on, Chicago.
It's
You
only
better tell
one.
the truth.
It's only one at the top, but I don't want to say it. The name is so like tainted right now that I can't.
You're talking about Robert.
Yeah, that's. I mean, at the end of the day, what he do personally, I'm not down with that. But what he do on the what he did with his
He's a
music,
genius.
he a genius.
Talking about Robert.
Look,
Hey,
that
I
is my
can't-
homie.
I mean, I don't even want to say it because if you saying his name puts it's like a lot of people just not feeling it.
So
you know?
collaborate as writing wise, singing with him,
whatever.
him
I saw a
making a song with
video.
you.
I saw a
Yeah.
video recently.
I would have. I do all my own music, but I would even let if
Like, what would
things
be
were
the
better.
dream?
I would have him. I would do something with him. Yeah, but
Okay.
right now it's just not popular. So
Yeah,
so Joe
well-
would be.
Oh.
Joe would be winner up. Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's dope. Joe is so underrated.
You see, this my era though. I can't say I want to work with Drake because I like not. My era is.
What about Case?
Oh yeah.
Donnell?
Yeah,
Donnell?
all of those
Okay.
guys. When you talking about Case, Carl Thomas, Donnell Jones, and all of those guys. Yeah, but I listen to Kells and I listen to Joe more than anyone else. Those
Joe
are two.
is
Yeah.
the shit.
Dope.
Like, he's so underrated.
Everybody got their favorites. Those are my two.
But real talk, Sean, you don't think Joe's underrated?
He's very underrated.
He's
Vocally,
so consistent.
He write his own music as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Joe's a beast.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. But he was overshadowed by R. Kelly. Look at who he was competing with at the time. So you know what I'm saying?
But Robert, back to that R&B meets hip hop.
Yeah.
Robert
held his own,
evolved into Joe.
What'd you say?
Definitely held his own though.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He held his own with the people that are true lovers of R&B.
Right.
When you want that edge that Robert eventually added, because Robert didn't start like that, but he added that edginess that would cross you over into hip hop.
Yeah.
Then there's a group of people that love that, but then there are some people that say, I want R&B.
Yeah.
That's just
that's what Joe come in at.
Yeah.
He one of the guys that kept it mostly R&B. So of course he would bring like not Tank, but 50 Cent and G Unit or something on there, have Mystical or something, because I follow all of those albums. So but
yeah, and
he never tried to do no rapping. Put it that way.
Right. Yeah, and Robert definitely had Nas. Didn't he make a joint with Nas?
R. Kelly even
Fiesta.
He even rapped.
Yeah.
R. Kelly even tried to, he
Yeah,
rapped.
I'm so glad I'm so glad he stopped trying. And I'll tell that to his face.
Oh,
Okay,
my God.
let me write him a letter. Robert, I'm glad you stopped.
Yeah.
But okay, so do you ever can you rap?
I think I could do anything I put my mind to, but I haven't put too much energy in rapping though. But I'm sure if I tried, I probably could, but I haven't. I never say never, no, but I haven't really tried it. No.
What's your favorite Shaun White song?
I'm Coming Over, actually.
Sing it for me.
I was just about to say, are you singing for us today?
Videotape that. Hold on.
put
Let
me
me
on
get.
the spot,
I surely did. You can expect me to put you on the spot, bro.
I sing the because I don't. It's crazy because I don't know. It's still a newer song and I don't know the words like that. I'm gonna sing Kisses because that's my second one.
That's your second fave?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. Say the name of your fave again so we can look forward to it and when it's coming out.
The favorite is I'm Coming Over. You know what I'm saying? It's a sexual song.
Like leave the door open. Look, I'm grabbing my body parts. Leave the door open with Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Oh Lord Jesus.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm not
and
ready.
that joint, that's tearing up the country right now.
It's retarded.
Yeah. All right. Whoa, your kiss is one of a kind. It feels so nice. Girl, you do it right.
Woo, 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 woo.
And whoa, you don't go too fast. You take your time. Just how I like. And oh, you kiss it, then I'm drifting off your love. Keeps me floating, girl. There you go. It's kind of early, but I'm getting a little bit going.
You see, we listen to it a lot because I know when the woo 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 part come in. The woo woo, I know the woo woo.
And I appreciate that too. I appreciate that because it was a time that I would beg someone to listen to my music. It was a time that I wasn't getting any shows, so for me to look back at it,
who is that? Lisa or Maze?
Maze.
What he say?
He out there singing.
We know about this.
We got to stay humble because it was a time that that I was praying for all this stuff. So for it to be coming to the next level, you got to be, humble and got to be very grateful of what's going on. So
And when you know that it is yours to do, you have to the good and the bad. You got to take it all.
That's right.
To get to the next.
That's right. That's right.
We're gonna. Well, I don't want to ask you a long question because we got to take a break in a minute. But I want to talk to you about. I know that at some point you and Lisa E. Crossed paths, and she became.
That's my jam.
Let me hear you sing it. Let me see.
It's everybody's jam.
Kisses, all your kisses, all your kisses.
Maze puts his own words.
That's a compliment, bro. That's a compliment. Thanks, Maze.
Wait.
I appreciate you.
Classic Maze.
Yeah.
He just made one verse with one word. Your kisses, all your kisses, all your kisses. Woo, 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 because we know that part.
Well, he's staying on beat, so that's what matters. Yeah.
Well, don't say he's staying on beat out loud, because then he's going to sing a lot more. And we're trying to dial him back from that.
Yeah.
But that is, now you talk about a promo, G. That last little, your kisses, all your kisses on your kiss. He's like the uncle at the part.
Yeah.
He's like the man the comedian was talking about. Can you play kisses on the,
What's that song?
what's that song? The kisses on the kisses.
Yeah.
That's,
We do have a question from our audience
Okay.
members. Sean, Escape or SWV?
I like SWV. I like
Okay.
Coco's. Her voice is so amazing to me.
you like SWV? Over,
Yeah.
I guess because they're true singers, maybe.
Yeah.
There you go. Y'all got it.
Yeah. What's your verses that hasn't versed? You have a verses that you want to. When they gonna do some more R&B verses? Like,
I mean, the reason why they not doing a whole lot of R&B verses because hip hop is what's super hot right now. So but if it was, I would want to hear maybe Charlie Wilson and maybe Ronald Isley. I don't know. Charlie Wilson and yeah.
ooh,
Ronald Isley, I guess that would be dope. But Ronald Isley already came up. Who did he go up
he
against?
was against the Isleys. It was the Isleys and
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yeah.
That was good. That was good. I don't know. I want to battle. I want like Donnell and Case to go at it.
Yeah.
But
the R&B energy.
I want Mary J.
See, the
Did she
R&B
versus
Mary
Jess? I
J.
want
good.
Mary
The
J.
R&B
against
energy is
somebody.
not-
Kelly White.
Kelly,
Yeah.
girl.
The R&B
I want
energy is a
Missy
little
Elliott
different
in
though.
the building. Like,
The R&B energy is a little different though. It's like you can't really hate the R&B. I mean, like hip hop, you can go head to head like Gucci and Gucci Man and I was just
Jeezy.
yeah, Gucci Man and Jeezy. Now, see, they got real beef, so that makes it even more, worthy of looking at. But R&B, who do you know that really got beef with each other from the R&B side?
that's true. That's true.
That's
a fair
the
point.
That's why Monica and Brandy's was so good.
yeah, because they
They
did.
knew that they had
Brandy's
this
Yeah.
rivalry.
Both
Yeah.
so dope.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
dope. I'm
Dope.
a huge fan of that era. We're going to take a break and come back. We're talking to Sean White. I am Sean White. You can follow him on Instagram and all social media platforms. We're going to talk to him about how he's been able to keep his passion and purpose in the pandemic and what's next for him. We'll be right back.
WIIFTBPM.
WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Got to Kennedy King, so you remember Corey Brown?
I definitely remember Corey Brown from Morgan Park.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Murder, man. So I got it in with y'all one day before a game, and then y'all literally went out and destroyed some people by about 50 at Kennedy King, and I'll never forget, somebody shot a jumper. It came off long, and Corey will tell this story to this day. He says he went up, and I was in the stands. He went up for the rebound, and before he could jump, he said he felt a foot on his head. And it was you, and you caught it. Classic P-Mac catching it over everybody, putting it back in. He says before he jumped, he felt a foot on his head. And Corey was 6'4", easy.
On his head.
On his head.
Yeah, Corey, so he was 6'4", man. I used to I don't know, I had a knack, man. I was always uber athletic. Like I was taught early, if somebody shoot, you got to come from the opposite side. I had a guy in my neighborhood named Wayne Irvin.
legendary dude to us in our neighborhood. Played at Chicago State, played at Wyoming.
Okay.
Played against Patrick Ewing. He passed away a couple years ago, but went to CVS. He was a decorated player. A lot of people knew him. And he taught me early, like, you attack offensive rebounds from the opposite side. So if somebody shoot from the left wing, you crash from the right. If somebody shoot from the top of the key, you can crash because it can go either way and you can get it. I was so big and athletic. I used to get a lot of tip dunks. Like, for some reason, people never